Hi. I'm done waiting. I thought I'd wait until the next weekend, to react to some Ateez. It's Wednesday going on Thursday today, and I've decided that's enough waiting. I need to get Ateez's Guerrilla going here. For those that do not know who I am Andy. Cam Reacts. Cam standing for Korean American, and then Reacts. So I'm a Korean American that's followed Korean music since the late 1980s to the early 2010s, and then I just kind of stopped. No specific reason why, I just kind of faded out. And I'm back trying to learn more with your guidance and all for documentation, like anyone cares. But enough of you have been watching my stuff where I feel like, you know what? I'm going to keep making these videos, and I love you guys telling me what to do or sharing your opinions. This is what I want. This is the reason why I need. One of the reasons why for me to get back into K-pop has been so fun is because of everyone else. Back when I was for the 30 years I listened to K-pop, it was basically me and my family. And as my sisters faded out, my family as in my sisters kind of faded out of K-pop like 15 years prior to when I was listening, right? And not 15 years, probably 10 years. And then I was the only one listening to Korean music and keeping up. And then I was like, I have no one to talk to about this stuff. I think I finally pinpointed why I faded out. I think it's because of K-pop. Is because there was no community around me that enjoyed K-pop as much as I did. So I just kind of said, you know what? I have better things to do, such as getting a career, go to school, all that stuff. But now that I'm in a place where I could share and also interact with people online a lot more than before, and reacting to this stuff has been a blast. And hearing you guys talk to me, share the same passion with me, and then also letting me know what you think, this has been fun. Ateez, absolute pleasure to be watching this. Guerrilla, nothing else to say. I'm gonna get going. Hi, Jun. Saw this. This is the continuation of the trailer, and there's that hard beat. Ooh, some harmonization. Ooh, I thought that was a really cool effect. That's a cool effect. I wasn't even looking at the captions, but I know people enjoy being able to read as they watch this reaction with me, so. Okay. Chiga wall. Time's waste. Oh, someone. That's a good look. Can we appreciate this? I appreciate it, at least. Got a little bit of the chills here. It almost feels rock-like, but there's no rock instrumentation here. I mean, you were very missing in all my teasers and previews. Ooh. This is a different song entirely. Oh jeez. I'm never expecting masks to be pulled off from real people's faces. Ooh. Was that San and Wooyoung interacting there? Ooh, Yuno singing sounds good. And of course Jongho. I think that change-up was needed. It was tastefully done. I have no idea what the note that is, but it's something that just gave me chills. What was it about that that gave me all these chills? Who is it? There's a child. Trespassing on the premises? Prestige Academy. So, I guess their message has been heard, and the first one to show up to escape the system is the child. Is that what I understood? I actually really like this part right now. I just want to... Can we appreciate... Someone mentioned maybe I should try reducing the speed of the video. I wasn't sure if I agreed, but let me try that. Let's go here. We have... Sorry, I should stay away from the mic. I can only really recognize Wooyoung here. That's San screaming his lungs out. Is that San? It's probably San. That's San, alright. Is that Yosang? Is that the only scene? Only time that scene pops up though? It is. I just thought this was hilarious. Hilarious in a really cool way, I mean, obviously. That looks like Seonghwa. Who has this their hair in the ponytail? This looks like Hongjung here. That's Jongho, like I said, Wooyoung. Is that Yuno? Pretty sure that's Seonghwa. Is that Mingi? Does Mingi have his hair tied in a bun? Okay. Back to regular speed. Who has the ponytail? I bet it's Mingi. Okay. So, limited time. I need to get to the next thing I want to watch. I think I'll watch the dance practice next. Fixer version. Or fixed version. Who is singing? Or not singing, screaming. Yelling. Woo! This is an intense choreography. I feel like Mingi just got buffer or something recently from this album. Or was he always buff and I just didn't notice because he didn't wear sleeveless shirts? I love the way San dances. Woo-young showing some charm there with his facial expressions, I think. Seonghwa doing the same thing. Lots of expressions, lots of emotions. Is that Yeosang with the bucket hat? Yeah, I feel like maybe it's because the drum beats very rock. I feel like it's rock influenced drum beats. So that's why I feel like the song is very rock-like, even though it's not. Let me concentrate on this. Oof. Ooh, the back dance. The dancers have been killed during the uprising of the Guerrillas, I think, is what that meant. What I was saying was, maybe the drum beat, it feels very rock-like, and that's why I feel like the song is very rock-like. But there's no electric guitars, which is at least I couldn't hear any electric guitars, which is a very crucial part of something to be considered rock. But the song sounds like a very industrial EDM thing. I don't know what to describe it as. It's Ateez's song, right? Okay, now I have to be selective. 1 the K. Will you block me? I bet you will. But I will watch you. But I was curious about this. This is KBS. Sorry, guys. To avoid delays, I'm gonna put this ugly, opaque thing on top of it. Please understand.
I got it back.
Yeah, volume's good. They can't stand still. I need more Woo-young vocals. Break that wall.
We gonna make you loud 심장을 원한 맛 터지는 비트엔 발 외쳐대출 한달 메시의 빛가두 걷어낼 때까지 손한테 도는 땅을 전부 올리지어다 헤쳐 모여 we be done 음악이 무기 훌리건 올려 퍼져 게릴라 어서 문을 열어라 화려하게 make it boom
This part surprised me again, and I heard the song a couple times now, and it still surprises me. Is that the sound of like a grenade pin being removed? That's not, or was it someone audibly saying? Han is always feeling it when he's performing. Yes, I'm doing this. That's good. Goosebumps, goosebumps. Okay. 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 I do want to watch this One the K performance thing. The Kill Po. Ooh, 60p. Ooh, 4K 60p. Was not expecting. Right? Yeah. Young is in the sleepers this time. Funny how they have these elements of like really old school, like late 90s, mid 90s elements of attire, like that glove. It looks like a hockey glove or something, right? Or some kind of glove anyway. And they used to wear these sporty gloves in Korean K-pop, Korean pop, in the 90s. And every once in a while it returns. What is it about Sun? He just draws my eyes to him. Is there guitars here? I can't tell. Ooh. I like these. I like this outfits. These outfits. That was hot. I kind of want to watch Ateez's reaction to themselves.
둘, 셋.
에피소드 안녕하세요 에이티즈입니다.
네, 오늘은 저희가 게릴라 뮤직비디오 리액션 하려고
Guerrilla.
지금 이곳은 어딘가? 이곳은 여기 세종대학교 쇼케이스 현장이죠.
세대.
빨리 틀어주세요. 네, 알겠습니다.
빨리 보내요. 현기 종말 빨리 들어주세요.
So cool how they don't know how the music video is going to turn out until this, and saving that until here. I'm guessing. 손은 왜 이러고?
이건 트레일러.
He was that sign that said
진짜 일도 못 봤어.
손은 왜 이러고? And why are his hands like that?
이건 트레일러 그거다.
이거 티저에 나왔던 거예요.
It's from the teaser. Oh, that was a really good shot of Hongjin, by the way.
내가 저 스피커를 게릴라가 나오면 안 돼. 진짜.
오 예. 어? 야 낭만이다 이거. 여성이 자키.
수진이 형이 티저인데.
아니 근데 힙합이네.
저날 뭔가 몸이 좀 풀려 있었습니다.
형 뭐야 뭐 살아있는 힙합이야? 살아있는 힙합이야? 오 해커 여자?
뭐야? 뭐야?
내가 봤어 뭐야?
It said manjok, which is somewhat satisfied with how that came out. Me too. I think it looks great.
달려! 런! 뭐야! 괜찮네. 오, 프랑스다. 뭐 송아랑 뭐 이번에 어디까지 찍었어요?
나?
어디까지 찍었어?
막둥이가 또 이번에 짧은 걸 해가지고 예뻐요. 저 파트가 너무 좋아. 막둥이 소리 들으면
I still can't believe Jong was like the youngest in this group.
너 뭐야?
여기서
때려.
나온다. 완전 흰색이었어.
야,
야, 래퍼들 뭐야?
알잖아 너. 뭐야? 너도 했니? 너도 했니?
맨 마지막 촬영이었어.
오, 스피커.
What did Woo Young do?
알잖아 너.
Oh, the mask thing. They're like, what? 너도 했니?
맨 마지막 촬영이었어.
On the last day of the shot, shooting.
뭐야, 깨진
원래 디니가 이게 있었어.
있었어. 브레이크 원이라서 그뭘 깨뜨리는구나.
오!
대보였는데?
That's a great shot.
제일 첫 씬이잖아요. 이게 지금 그래서 좋았다.
누나 멋있다.
이게 뭐야? 야피스!
정말 짧은 머리 진짜.
노린 건가요?
에? 이거는 선생님이 만들어준
오!
멋있어!
와!
저게 이제 우리 거지, 우리 거지.
정샘!
예!
야, 이번 뮤비도 근데
아직 안 끝났어요. 아직 안 끝났어요.
설마 또? 마지막에? 어? 뭔가를 지금 감지했어요 지금.
뭐야 이거? 선아.
지금 뭐가 감지했거든요 지금.
뭐야?
오만.
뭐야?
알겠다.
이거
찾는다.
탈출했습니다. 이거 탈출했어.
아 누구야?
아, 누구야? Who is it? 아,
스크린을 통해서 이제 계속 이렇게 보여주던 학생들한테 그 학생들 중 한 명이 저희 영상을 보고 지금 탈출했잖아요.
약간 야간 투시인 것 같은데.
누군지 아시나요?
네?
아 저기 그 최시 장손인데.
그런 말들도 다 해석하신다고요.
아 이건 거짓말이에요. 그냥 감지했습니다.
근데 진짜
뭐가 있구나. 감지했죠.
역대급 무비다.
감사합니다.
멤버들 제스처가 너무 멋있고 멤버들 특히 멋있으니까. 저희가 이제 곧 있으면 또 이제 디자 쇼케이스를 앞두고 있는데
맞죠.
저희가 전달을 이제 봤잖아요. 저희가.
그죠? 이제 봤어요.
정말
진짜
따끈따끈하게
한
봐서. 이제 저희가 쇼케이스 하는 날에 준비를 봐서 놀랍게 본 것 같습니다.
아니 회사분들이 이 전날이나 알려달라 그러고
안
보여달라 그러도
네.
아 근데 저희 절대 안 돼요 하셔가지고.
오늘 새벽에 끝났대요.
네, 오늘 새벽에.
네, 실제로 오늘 새벽에 편집이 끝났대요.
내가 보기엔 너무 좋은 장면들이 너무 많으니까 고민하는 거지.
근데 그게 느껴져. 이건 진짜 이번 거에 진짜 한 땀 한 땀 만드셨다 진짜.
그래서
기간도
기대가
되네요,
되네요 이렇게 보니까.
그래 이쯤 되면 이제 에이티 분들은 궁금해하시겠죠. 이 마지막에 들어간 이 음악이 무엇이냐에 대해서. 그쵸. 우리 이런 스포를 많이 했었으니까.
뭔가 많이 아시는 분이시네요?
모르세요?
sorry, there's a lot of information going on. I'm just listening and reading and stuff.
네, 새롭게 시작되는 세계관이죠. 네, 저번에 에피소드 1, 홈먼트 많이 사랑해 주시고요. 네, 오늘 또 쇼케이스 파이팅하고 앞으로 컴백 열심히 하도록 하겠습니다.
게릴라 뮤비 많이 많이 사랑해주세요.
안녕. Guerrilla.
Guerrilla. Okay. Let's see here. I was just thinking, and it's not because of this specific video, but as time has gone on, has also been very how do I say this? Well, he's been definitely showing me more, or I've been noticing him more, I should say. I think he's been consistent, but I've been noticing him more and more in these videos, and just wanted to comment that is either it's because I wasn't paying attention very well, or it's actually because he's been improving. But I feel like his stage presence, I think he was always good at dancing, but his stage presence and his vocals have improved a lot since their earlier stuff that I've reacted to, at least. And please correct me if I'm wrong, that he's always had the vocals, and he's always had stage presence and the charisma. I just wasn't paying attention. But I feel like it's been just steadily getting better and better. And I also wanted to comment on the music video, especially Yosang. I felt like he showed the most stage presence, and what I mean by stage presence is, in this case, is specifically his facial expressions. The intensity. He normally, when he comes up on music videos or close-ups on performances, he's always got the same facial expression, kind of like that handsome, not smirk, but very cocky kind of look. I'm handsome and cocky, right? I guess, in a good way. So I feel like I think this was like the most emotion I've seen from him in terms of a music video. So I want to give those two guys a shout out. People that I don't get to talk enough about on my reactions because I'm so focused on San, Seonghwa, and Wooyoung. Yeah, it's funny. I forgot Chongho is the maknae of the group. That's fun. Getting back to the song. Well, it goes without saying, for me, it's 10 out of 10. I like it a lot. It's a very, very, very catchy song. But more than that, I feel like it's still Ateez. Like, sometimes a song will sound so different from from a group's typical or artist's typical style. So you're not sure who they are, and that's fine, right? It's up to them how they want to when they want to change concepts and such. But I love how Ateez sounds so Ateez like, but their song sounds great and different, and it's I'm kind of gushing over the song right now because it feels like a rock song, but it's not a rock song. It goes hard. You know, I typically like hard. If it's gonna go high energy, it better go hard, is what I like, right? I really like God's Menu from Stray Kids. Is that's just energy through the entire song, except for when the change ups happen on the, it goes soft for a little bit and then it goes back hard again. So this is right up my alley in terms of the type of music I like to listen to. Although I have to say, Wonderland is still a really good song too. I think if I put it like a tiers list right now, I think The Real, Guerrilla, and Wonderland thus far are my top 80 songs, although I may backtrack on that when I start remembering the melodies of the other songs. So right now I can only think about Guerrilla and Wonderland. But yeah, this is a banger. More than also the concept, the storyline is fun. It's not a concept that's not done before, but I think it's just executed really well. I do want to put a slight, not criticism necessarily, but I want to know what Chongho's voice sounds like when he sings alone. In Ateez songs, he has to sing pretty high, because he's responsible for the high notes, right? And if I only heard Chongho's voice in that high level all the time, I think the song would get pretty repetitive, because his voice, you could tell it's going higher or lower, but it's got a very specific tone, and it's hard to keep that song, a song with that tone, for an entire song, I feel like, without potentially making the song sound just too samey for the rest of it. So I wonder, and I'm pretty sure there's content out there somewhere, I just have to find it, or whatever. I'm curious what Chongho sounds like when he's singing the entire song, from the lows to the mids to the highs. When he's responsible for all of it, how does it sound? Because right now, we definitely know he has the ups, the pipes for the upper ranges, but I want to know what it's like when he's singing the lower stuff and the mid stuff, and the emotions that go into. Basically, I want to know if he sings a ballad or a slow song, and I want to listen to that. So if you guys have a recommendation in the comments for a performance or a cover or something from Jongho, that would be amazing, because I want to listen to his voice outside of your typical Ateez song, and more in the context of him processing the emotions of a song, and like I said, being responsible for not only the high parts but the low parts and the mids. Also, I want to hear a song from Wooyoung as well, just him. And San, do they have like a solo project for all of them? I would love to hear some of their solo stuff. Maybe I'll make one video where I watch like 3 or 4 of solo performances or something, because I would love to see what they sound like when they're doing one person, because the Ateez songs by nature goes from one person to the next, except for the rappers, very quickly, and that's just how K-pop works in general. So it makes it really hard for me to enjoy Wooyoung's voice, or Jungho's voice, or San's voice, or Songhwa's voice, or Yuno's voice. So it's just, anyways, 10 out of 10. It's a good song. I'm glad I waited, but I think I waited too long, where I was just getting antsy about it. I really wanted to listen to it, but because every once in a while when I turn YouTube on, it's got my feed, right? And it says Ateez, Guerrilla. And I'm like, well, I can't watch that right now, so I skip it. And then next time I turn my feed on, or YouTube homepage on, it says Ateez, Guerrilla, dance practicing. Crap, well, I can't watch that. So I'm glad I got to it. I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I got to react to it and watch it, and And I'm glad I liked it because, you know, when you're so hyped for a song from the teasers and the previews, I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's going to meet expectations. Because if when expectations are high, it's easier to be disappointed in something. But this song delivered and more. I'm very, very happy to see them do so. I feel like they executed on the concept very well. I feel like they executed on the song very well. Although I will say the song, mainstream wise, will not be as big probably. Koreans just, they're fickle people in terms of what they find trendy or not, and this hard sound apparently has historically, I should say, not been has been harder for them to become big hits with them. Not impossible, I'm just saying that's just historically what I've noticed. These hard songs, they just don't have the same commercial success as some of the other stuff. I still remember once I remember mentioning this in another video, Sonushide, which I was aware of for a very long time, but at that time I didn't like cutesy stuff that much. Although G became my favorite song from them eventually. It's funny, G became my favorite song from them not because of the song or the music video or anything like that. It was because of the lyrics. I thought the lyrics were really well written. And that's why I like that song. And then it made me realize the melodies are nice and the song is nice. Anyways, when Sonushide came out with Run, Devil Run, right? I thought that song was going to be a hit. It's like a stronger, girl crushy kind of feel, and it didn't do well commercially. When, I don't know if you guys know, like, I think they're second gen now. 4 Minute. 4 Minute came out with a song called Crazy, which was not terribly old. How old is Crazy? I think it must be like 5 years old or 6 years old or something. No, it's actually more like 10 years old, isn't it? How old is 4 Minutes? 4 Minute Crazy. 2015, so it's actually 7 years ago. So it's not terribly old. It's still old. 7 years. 7 years old, and when that song came out, I was like, this is gonna be the next big hit. It was not a commercial success. It probably won an award or two, a show or two, but it was definitely not their big hit that I thought it would be. So I found out slowly that songs that I really enjoy, the songs that I feel hit hard and get my blood pumping, they're not as successful in Korea's mainstream. Anyways, it's a long-winded way of saying I hope this song succeeds, and I hope Korea and the world enjoys the song quite a bit because I like it a lot. Sorry, I keep getting all these freaking emails. Jeez. Okay. So yeah, please, I hope you guys enjoyed this song as much as I did. Oh, a freaking amazing song. Definitely deserves more than 19 million views that I see on this thing. I still understand Ateez is still a fairly I don't think they're small, but they're definitely, their market share in the competitive market doesn't seem to be as big or high, I should say, as some of the other groups I've seen. But regardless, I hope people realize how talented and amazing these guys are too. I mean, come on. Seonghwa's freaking facial expressions, Han's facial expressions, Wooyoung's facial expressions, Hongjoong's. These guys are freaking beasts. Anyways, enough gushing. Gushing, I should say. Not gushing. Gushing over them. Solid song. 10 out of 10. Glad I got to watch it. Glad I waited for a little bit as well. And I'm curious to know what you guys think of this song. Do you like it as much as I do? Do you like Or do you think this song is not as good as you thought it would be, or did it disappoint you in any way, or was it better than you expected? Curious what the public opinion is from Ateez's fans that have been watching this channel. I'm really curious what you guys think of this. I think Wonderland was the first 10 out of 10 I gave, or was the real the first one? Anyways, Ateez has 2 or 3 10 out of 10s now. This is great. With that said, please leave comments. Let me know what else I need to react to from Ateez. If I missed any content from Guerrilla, I'm willing to come back and watch some more of it. So if there's something that you want me to check out from Guerrilla, from the Guerrilla comeback that I didn't see here, please list them in the comment section below. What was your favorite part of the song? Do you agree with anything or disagree with everything I said? List them all. Write them down. I love reading your comments. So please comment. Always fun. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Although my uploading speed or volume has shrunk dramatically in the last probably 3 weeks or so, I'm just trying to find a good balance of recording time, and sleep and family time. So and work time. It's all a big balance, and also I've been pretty busy with work lately, so I'm really just squeezing in, because my videos are a little long-winded if you haven't noticed, right? Sometimes they're 20 minutes, sometimes they're 40 minutes, sometimes they're an hour. They're a little long-winded at times, so it makes it really calculated when I can record these. That's why I do these like teasers uploads here and there. They're just really quick things I could get up and running, because I want to keep uploading more content. I just, real life happens at times, and just gotta make a balance out of it. Because what I was doing when I first started the channel, when I was doing 2, 3, 4 videos a day, that wasn't gonna be sustainable for sure. But I was just so happy having so much fun. Okay. Also, subscribing helps me understand you guys enjoy the content and you want to see more from me, and it keeps me motivated. So please subscribe if you haven't already. With that said, have a good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Hearts to you if you're still here. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.